Hello, everyone. Welcome to your spiritual liaison 123. So we're going to get into the reading for the sign of Scorpio, my water signs, my fellow water signs. Those are my fixed fellow water signs. The first decan of Scorpios, you are actually Mars. You're ruled by Mars, okay? So, like I did with all the zodiac signs, I wanted to show you I lit a new candle. So this is a new candle for you, Scorpio. I just lit it right before. As you can tell, it hasn't even started burning yet. But I make these candles myself, and this is a orange candle. You can look up what the color orange means. Beautiful, okay? All right, but for my first decan Scorpios, you're born between October the 23rd and November the 4th. I'm sorry, November the 1st. My bad. October the 23rd and November the 1st. And you're ruled by Pluto and Mars. You know what I did not do, Scorpio? I didn't put Pluto up here for you because you're ruled by both. I put Mars up here, but I didn't put Pluto up here. Let's see. Let me see. All right. How could I not do that? And you ruled Pluto. So, there we go. Mars and Pluto. Okay, so Pluto can be a very cold sign. That's the planet where it speaks of transformation. You can be viewed as very cold-hearted at times in the decisions that you make in life when pertaining to people. But the flip side to that is you're resourceful, you're mysterious, you can be aggressive, you're secretive, but you're alluring. People want to know who you are. That aggressiveness comes in through that Mars. But you are resourceful. You know how to go out there and get what you want to get you to the next level. You can be seen as intense or competitive, but again, Mars energy, Pluto energy. But I see that financial success is your passion. You want to be financially stable in life. You want to be happy. You don't want money to be an issue. You could be seen as manipulative sometimes and even calculating, and maybe you are, whatever. But your cool demeanor usually means that you're thinking of a master plan. Because ain't nothing but sweat inside my hand. Okay, let me get off of that. Okay. And just like all the other Scorpios, that's sexual satisfaction. Like you find ways to reach your highest peak. And until you get there, you're not satisfied. You love that, reaching that ultimate, that transformation. It almost is otherworldly. And you love feeling that. You don't like to speak about your thoughts, and you're perceived as sort of dramatic at times, but it's because you are authentic. You like to be authentic, and when it comes to, like people who are sort of not on your team, it doesn't sit well with you. And sometimes people perception of you can be a little warped or off or things like that. But also Scorpio, first decan Scorpio, I also notice if people do not agree with you, then your perspective of them is off. So it's almost like that mirroring type energy that you have with people. You trust your instincts and your emotions, but you're careful because it's like you trust your instincts and emotions, but that can be to a fault because you're not good at accepting constructive criticism from people. And so you can literally hurt yourself in certain situations. This may be financially, this may be with friendships, this could be with emotions or whatever physically, because you are slow to take other people's advice when you don't see it from their point of view. And you'll do this sometimes without even realizing it. But it's due to your competitive nature. But it can cause like self-destruction, And I guess as you get older, you start to see this. So sometimes you see this about yourself as a way to improve, and sometimes you kind of project that it's everyone else instead of you. So let's see. Kind of shaking things up with the camera, huh? Okay. And then with Pluto, like I said, that's the planet of, it's like really icy, it's cold, it speaks of transformation. This Mars speaks of being assertive, aggressive, competitive in certain ways. And that's right up your field. That's where you, that's what you do. So you could be into sports, or you may be into something that requires you to be competitive in some way. And you thrive in that field. Like, you don't back down. Like, and people can be, you can be a little intimidating sometimes, Scorpio. Okay. So this is your Oracle deck. I'm going to pull one of these cards first. This is your tarot deck, and I'm going to use this tarot deck and clarify it with this tarot deck, okay? All right, so I'm going to put these cards out the way and shuffle them on camera. Even though I shuffle them, I sage them, everything. But I do all of this off camera, so when I get on camera, I can just do it on camera really quick. And you all can see the final results. So we just need one message for the sign, the first decan Scorpios. One message for the first decan Scorpios. Union. The number 44 may be significant, or the number 8. The energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer world and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. And so, again, transformation, and you represent that, especially with this Pluto energy, you represent that. So something about the outer world and inner world, the aspects of things, you're learning how to bring those together, all for the greater good of yourself. Let's see. Let's see. This is the tarot deck. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this on camera. Just see what comes out for you, Scorpio. The 9 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. A fire sign may be significant. An air sign, you have the 10 of Swords. And you have the 2 of Wands. First card out is the 9 of Wands. So even though you've had a lot of battles, you may have, some of you all have an actual physical scar. Like, you have a physical scar on your upper body, possibly on your arm or your head, could be your face, that stands out. People may know you for this physical scar. They may know you have it, but you're still beautiful with that scar. Now, this also could be emotional. This could represent your heart, but it just looks like you have a lot of drive inside to get to where you need to be, where you want to be, and do whatever it is it takes, because it looks like you do not back down, even though in the face of adversity where people sort of like maybe downplay your talents or underestimate you, you always seem to prove that you're up for the challenge. But this also has made you sort of bitter in life. It's made you be defensive in times or with people where you don't have to be. And it's just because you're used to having to always stand up for yourself, your ideas, for your choices in life. Then you have this 8 of Wands here. And with the 8 of Wands, you seem to be able to push through areas. This resilience, this power, this tenacity has paid off in great waves for you. It's almost like, you know, even if people do not understand your water sign, so the waves of life, when you're up, you're down, you're up, you're down, and you just ride the tides. And you get through situations in ways that people don't quite understand. It could seem a little mysterious to you, but you do this in an aggressive way. You do this in a way to bring about the change that you seek. So I don't see you backing down at all from certain situations in life. You've experienced much betrayal, much downsides to life. You know what it feels like to be hurt. You know what it feels like to be abandoned. You know what it feels like to be left for dead, or you know what that feels like. You've experienced that so many times in life, over and over and over again. Some of you all were in the prison system where you experienced a lot of abuse, or you may have had to deal with some sort of pivotal moment, major transformation, where you had to survive, survival of the fittest. Or it could just be symbolic of you surviving something from your childhood, something from your life, or you just applying. This could be even in corporate America, honestly. This may be you swimming with the sharks and having to deal with a lot of people who will like cut you short in a heartbeat. So you had to maneuver a certain way in life. You have the Two of Wands here, but I see you growing tired of this. Now, you want to put all of this, you're recognizing your passion and drive with certain things. And you want to start to apply this to certain areas of your life. Hold on. All right, so you want to apply this to certain areas of your life because you just feel like, you know what? You've wasted so much time applying all of this drive and ambition and all this fight. All this drive, ambition, and fight, you've applied that to useless areas. And it's almost like you're finally waking up, or you're at some sort of crossroads. Now, you could be at a physical crossroads. You may just be driving somewhere and you're at a crossroads and you kind of get lost and trying to figure out which way you should go. Have to use your GPS, da 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 da. Maybe the GPS ain't even working at that time. You may be in a bad area where the internet is sort of spotty or whatever. So you may be at a physical crossroads, but it does look like you're at some sort of crossroads in life where you are truly deciding what's best for you at this time and how you can apply certain things to certain areas. Now, we are in that harvest moon. We are in that Libra moon. So you may be sort of coveting certain friendships, relationships, loving them, seeing the balance in them. Other things I see you cutting off. People who have betrayed you, or situations that haven't worked out too well for you, where you feel like it was in a constant battle, an uphill battle. I see you're trying to make your life a lot easier, and you're figuring out ways to do that. All right, so why is this Nine of Wands here? Why is the Nine of Wands here? Why is the Nine of Wands here? You're uniting with someone. You know how to bring people to you too, Scorpio. I noticed that, like the first decan Scorpio, you know how to bring people to you. You know how people are attracted to your energy? Someone wants to make some sort of large offer to you, kind of like make your life a little bit easier. They feel like you can handle yourself. They feel like you're up for the challenge, but they do want to give you something to make this easier for you, so you can move from that Nine of Wands energy into this Seven of Wands energy, where you don't feel like you have to battle so hard all the time. So I do see some sort of help or assistance coming in to move you from a Nine of Wands energy to a Seven of Wands. You'll be able to put down some of your burdens, put down at least two things where you can really focus on still being on top, still being in that energy where you can, you can hold your own, but you're fighting in a different way now. You may be fighting things mentally opposed to always fighting physically. It's like the way you're fighting now is just easier for you. And this has come with time and a lot of help. You don't feel like you have to be out there physically fighting all the time. You may just be at that point where you're like, I'm not about to lift my hand to you. I'll sue you first. Okay. All right. So let's see. What's this Eight of Wands here? What's the Eight of Wands? Why is this Eight of Wands here? You have the Star card here, and Aquarius may be significant. And you have the Nine of Cups here. Second decan Pisces may be significant. So I do see at this time in your life, you're pushing past something, but you're pushing past of it. You're pushing past something with a lot of vigor too. You're aggressively pushing past something. You're drawing people to you without you realizing it. Your tenacity and your drive makes people want to find out what's going on with you. How quickly you're able to move in this Pluto energy, like that transformation and change something. I see you remove your heart from situations that you feel like aren't healthy for you. And something about that it's almost like you're a light in the dark. You shine like the light. And people are sort of looking at this light, trying to figure out how you're able to manifest so many happy outcomes with you. So, people, you may be being invited to parties at this time, even though you're busy with something else. People may be like, come on, come hang out, come talk to me. They wish to be around you. Someone wishes to be in your presence. You're alluring. Your secretive nature. It's mysterious how easily you cut things off, or how aggressively you go at things in a quiet way, but seem to bring about the outcome that you want. Is like, ooh, you're mysterious to some people. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. And you have the Death card. There's your energy, Scorpio. Transformations showing up. So you're bringing about a change, like you're surviving something that most people couldn't even survive. You're a badass for real, like straight up. So anybody who sort of underestimated you, Scorpio, is getting a wake-up call. And this is what is making people sort of like be drawn to you in some way. You're able to end things quickly, quietly, but aggressively in an assertive way. So you could be looked at as sort of like you're the type that you will stand up to a challenge. But you know what I notice? It's not that you're standing up to a challenge in an ignorant way. You've picked up pentacles. You know how to fight for the long battle. This is not quick. You don't do the quick fighting. You can handle that. You've done that. You've proven yourself that you can be a quick fighter. You've already done that. That's just what I'm saying. Over time, you have learned how to strategize. You've learned how to put yourself on top without even having to fight so daggone hard. You've mastered your art of transformation. Go ahead, Scorpio. I ain't mad at you. Wait a minute. I thought it was another card here. Wait a minute. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna have to look back at the video. I could have sworn. Okay. See, that's that mystery, that mysterious energy. We got a fairy up in the place. Still in cards, because I swear I thought I saw another card. I'm gonna have to look at it. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, this was okay. I'm about to say, wait a minute, because I know I ain't crazy. Look. All right. But anyway, we have the Queen of Wands here. That's that fire energy. You may be dealing with the Sagittarius. Oh, wow. You have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. A lot of passion, quick moving action. You may be dealing with a fire sign. You could be dealing with a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. All of this is fire energy. A lot of passion, Mars energy, aggressiveness. You're going after something. Some of you all are dealing with a couple too. You may be trying to decide on whether you want to unite with a couple, or maybe a couple is mentoring you. You could have two couples working, like a couple working for you, or you're working for a couple, or you're trying to decide on if you want to, or something like that. But I see that anyone who sort of underestimated your ability to stand up for yourself or fight for what you believe in is about to get some sort of wake up call. You're very good at going after what you want in an assertive, aggressive way. You're a top-notch competitor, and you know how to end your opponent. So if someone is grouping up going against you, I don't see it working well for them, because you're good at what you do. This is what you do. You bring about change. You master stuff. Yeah. So that's the first decan, Scorpio. I'm gonna have to look back at this video. All right. There's so much mystery around your thought process, because that's the first time that I ever thought that I pulled a card and I didn't. Like, it's so much mystery around your thought process. All right, so let's see, Scorpio. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Beautiful. So you're dealing with something in a loving way because you don't have to battle so much anymore. So you're learning that dealing with something with loving hands, using your heart, using your mind, you can accomplish anything. And so you're even learning to laugh at how easy it is to win certain things or certain people over. It's easier for you now. You're living a better life now. That's what I see. Okay, so first decan Scorpios, that is your reading. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our second decan Scorpios. Let's see what's going on with the second decan Scorpios. My second decan Scorpios, Jupiter is your ruling planet. Excuse me about all the squeaking, but that's my chair. That is my chair. So let's see. Okay, so second decan Scorpios, you're born between November the 2nd and November the 11th. Okay. You're ruled by Jupiter. So you're intelligent. Even if people sort of underestimate you, some people may underestimate your level of intelligence, but you're very intelligent. And this is something that you may not feel confident with showing in the beginning, but over time, you can outsmart the best of them. You're good at what you do. You know how you do this, Scorpio, because you're observant. You see things that other people overlook. This is what you do. You're great at seeing people's hidden motives. So if someone come to you thinking they're outsmarting you, or they think that they do not have the upper hand, I'm sorry, they think that they have the upper hand and you don't, you will study a person until you figure out all of their ways. And then that's when you kind of like, make your choice to either be supportive or be manipulative. This is a gift and a curse of you, though, Scorpio, second decan Scorpios, because sometimes you use your skills in a deceitful way. You're so good at figuring people out. Do you know the only zodiac sign that it's hard for you to manipulate is a Pisces? And it's weird. I noticed every Scorpio and Pisces connection, Pisces always picks up on Scorpios. And so it's almost either they're the best combination or the worst. But Scorpios, a lot of that is due to you being so intelligent. You're able to deceive people quickly. So if you have a good heart, you can use that in a great way. You may be a great counselor. You may be in the medical field, like the more of like psychology or something. Psychology may be your field, or something that has to do with the thought process. Like you just figure people out. You're great at studying them. And if it's used correctly, you can be a pillar of light, help, all of that for people. And so a lot of times people underestimate you, but with that Jupiter, you do everything on a bigger scale. Even your thought process is on a bigger scale, more than what people realize. And this is what they don't expect from you. So they don't expect for you to have some sort of advantage in a situation. But this is where your power lies, though. Like you find you're able to attract power and wealth to you through your intellect. So that's the second deck in Scorpio. And second deck in Scorpio, this is a candle that I've lit. I make them myself. I do put, this is lilac in here and some other plants that I put in here, things like that. This is a orange candle. You can look up what the color orange means. Just Google it and it'll come up for you. Okay, so I lit this for all of my Scorpios. This will also be for my Sagittarius. That'll be the candle burning for that, but I'll put that over to the side. Okay, all right, so Scorpio, I'll be using this oracle deck to lead your reading. Then I'll be going into using this tarot deck. And then from this tarot deck, I'll be clarifying this tarot deck with this deck, okay? So put these aside. And let's go ahead. And even though I shuffle and sage the cards off camera, I'm still going to do like shuffle them on camera just so you can see them, okay? I have my hair wrapped up. I hope it don't fall. It's just easier for me to use it wrapped. I do what I'm doing while my hair is wrapped. Sundress. Do it for you. So something in your life you need to do for you. Not worrying about what anybody think, how they feel. Maybe someone or you may not feel as confident. Maybe you didn't feel confident at one time because of how things looked to the outer world, other people's perspective. But you're being encouraged at this time to do something just for you. Forget what other people think, Scorpio. Like there's a situation in your life. This may be a person, place, or thing. It could be yourself where you just didn't feel comfortable because of outer image. Now you're willing to let the world see you. You're willing to let the world see some sort of decision you made, or you're being encouraged now by spirit to do something just for you. Not worry about what people think. People are going to judge you no matter what anyway. All right. So let's go ahead and get into a reading for you. Second deck in Scorpios. Uh-oh. You have the Ten of Swords here. Speaking of some sort of deception, and that's starting you out. Okay. So you have this Ten of Swords here. Now that could represent an air sign like a Gemini. That could be an Aquarius, and that could be or a Libra. So there was some sort of situation where you sort of felt defeated. You could have been abused a number of times, or maybe you just felt defeated a number of times, or something happened repetitively over and over and over again. You had to keep picking yourself up. Like keep picking yourself up. There may, if you look, there's a sword through this person's eye. So there may have been some sort of damage to your eyesight or to your eyes in some way. But there, in spite of all of that, you kept picking yourself up from deceitful situations, betrayals, being stabbed in the back, negative words spoken over you, just looking at life in a negative way. You're still here. You're still surviving. These swords have come out one by one. So I do see with this Page of Pentacles, this is the Daughter of Pentacles. This is a very young energy. Could be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But this is someone who is kind of hidden behind the scenes like this, like dawns do. Like a, you know, I said a dawn. I'm in a fawn. Like I was thinking deer. but like how a fawn would do, you know, kind of protective and so very young and naive and still learning things about life. So you could be learning something new. This may be pertaining to time or finances. So there may be something you're learning new about time. Maybe you're learning how to utilize your time in a new way. All of this is new to you, or you're utilizing new ways of spending your money or saving your money. But I see conversation or information coming in pertaining to that. Then you have the Father of Swords. This is the King of Swords. A air sign again may be significant. So this is someone who has some clout, some power. This could also be someone that's military based or either law enforcement based. So I do see there's some sort of overseeing, someone who makes decisions. They remove emotions, sort of unforgiving or stoic, uncompromising at times, but I do see a decision is being made pertaining to some area of your life. And it looks like there's a lot of things sort of up in the air, but a decision is about to come in for you. And then you have the Six of Wands, Scorpio. So, oh my gosh, this is going to bring about some sort of new beginning for you, a transformation. Things are definitely changing in some sort of big way with this Jupiter card. After so much betrayal, after you faced so much and had to have some sort of new start, almost feeling like you didn't know what to do, who to trust, how to do it, trying to, you know, kind of trusting where you're guided, sort of feeling like a vulnerable new baby fawn in some sort of area in your life. But I see this transformation as a beautiful thing. You're a new person now. And this Six of Wands speaks of you moving in a victorious way, being encouraged to move in a victorious way, and getting like people around you are like, yes, you can do this. You can definitely come out of this place of darkness and shine. Yes. So why is this Ten of Swords here? Why is the Ten of Swords here? A judgment was made to sort of betray you. I don't know what this is with this Ten of Swords here, this Five of Swords, you had to walk away. You had to turn your back on some sort of situation. A judgment was made based on your past. And even though from the spiritual realm, you have been forgiven, or it may take time for you to forgive someone for some sort of betrayal that happened in the past. It's time for you to forgive yourself for the past. It's time for you to forgive others for the past, because harboring anger is going to keep you in a place where you have to feel like you're always on defense. You're getting some sort of message from the spiritual realm that you are totally okay. It's time to let this energy go. It's time to stop lying to yourself and focusing on betrayals from the past. It's time to let some sort of energy go. This may be with an air sign. It could also be with a Sagittarius. It also may be court related because you have that Judgment card here. So this could be something that is court related, law enforcement related due to your past. Okay, why is this Page of Pentacles here? Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Why is the Page of Pentacles here? You have the Seven of Cups and you have the Seven of Swords. So something is so new to you that you didn't know how you felt. You didn't trust it at first. It was confusing to you. It was so new, it was confusing. It was almost like, again, it was almost like you were learning how to walk. You were learning what decision you should make. So you kind of hung back in something. You could have held back your time. You could have even held back your resources or something. And it was due to confusion. You just weren't sure on how you should feel about something. You weren't sure what your emotions were. You know, it was something in your life. You were slow to change, very slow to change. You had a lot of mixed emotions. So at times it's almost like you lied to yourself as a coping mechanism. And this is where you're learning something new. You're learning that you don't have to lie to yourself to deal with certain situations, and it's okay to trust yourself. But this is a new experience for you. Why is the King of Swords here? Why is the King of Swords here? Why is the King of Swords here? Three of Pentacles, that speaks of large institutions and government. It also speaks of collaboration. And here you are, Scorpio, with the Death card. So you definitely there's a judge or someone military or law enforcement based, but there's an ending coming to a situation. For some of you all, you're getting off of like papers like probation, or you're getting out of prison or something like that, and you're having this some sort of new start. It looks like a collaboration is taking place. Some of you all are getting government employment or government jobs. So an ending is coming to you, not trusting your thought process or not believing in yourself. I see some sort of slow confusion or mixed emotions around you trusting yourself or your thought process or your money or investment, and that's coming to an end. You're gradually finding your footing in life, and this is leading you to where the Six of Wands is. Some sort of ending is coming pertaining to government or finances, or lack of knowledge of finances, or lack of collaborations. Okay, excuse some of you all, that's the fire department. So they're probably on their way to some sort of call. Ace of Wands and Four of Pentacles. You're being selective now about who you invest in. Some sort of new start that you're getting. So you want to make decisions moving forward. You're getting some sort of new start. I see this. You're moving in a victorious way. You're being supported by many to go ahead and fly. Like, let your wings like fly high, enjoy life, show how beautiful you can be. And this is even on a spiritual or sexual level, but you're being more selective now. You're not, it's maybe you made mistakes in the past where you were sort of like free and not really, maybe you weren't as restrictive as you should have been. But that was a learning process. It was all new to you, or something happened where you had no other choice. But now you do have a choice. And I see you almost treasuring and being stingy with your time, your resources, or what you're doing. This could even be with your sexual, organs. You may be a little stingy with, not even stingy, but just more selective about who you give it to. You've learned so much and you've changed. I see that. So some of you all are getting in a committed relationship where you refuse to cheat, or you refuse to kind of mess up anything because you have learned so many lessons from the past. Yeah. Some of you all may have had a job where you had to kind of walk away from, and you're willing to put longevity in a new job. That's what that transformation may be about. Maybe something new and big that you've been wanting for a very long time. And I see that happening. Now, I'm going to shuffle these cards, second decan, Scorpios, and the card that comes out is going to represent your either twin flame. I didn't even get it out. I was about to say your twin flame or your karmic, and twin flame came out. Your passion ignites. So I do see an energy here. Some of you all will be messing with the same sex, and that was the thing. You were afraid of, like, showing the world that you're attracted to the same sex. And with this sundress, you're willing to just let everybody know, like, I don't care what you think anymore. This is who I am. Like, and then some of you all are just, maybe you were in a situation where you feel like it was so much of yourself you had to hide. And so now you're willing to show both sides of yourself. You're willing to be with someone who maybe was not accepted by the public, but you're just like, I don't care what anybody think. You just want to be happy. This is what I see. You no longer give a crap about what the community thinks, your family, or whatever. You just want to be happy, live out the rest of your days happy with your twin flame, whoever that may be. And that's a beautiful thing, Scorpio. All right, walk in your truth. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the third decan Scorpios. Let's go ahead and move on to the third decan Scorpio. And you are ruled by the moon. Third decan Scorpios, you're ruled by the moon. So let's go ahead and get your cards out here. See what comes out for you. Okay. So, for the third decan Scorpios, you're born between November the 12th and November the 22nd, and you're ruled by the moon. Your power is in love, healing, and transformation. And you may work in the field of healing or finances, heart, mind, body, or whatever, but you transform things from something that it's almost like you know how to take a blank canvas and turn it into something beautiful. Now, you could be an artist where you paint or sketch or something like that, but you also know how to take things that are not good looking or whatever it is and turn it into something beautiful. So you could be a personal trainer. Maybe you help people get in shape or something like that. Or you could be like a heart doctor, or you're into finances when like people come to you and their finances are in a wreck, and you put up something like a plan in place where you show people how to really get their finances in order and, you know, to have that beautiful life and stability that they seek. But that's what you do. You transform things that are hidden or something that is like from behind into something new where everybody can see. You also could be, you may be in like interior design or poetry or something. But anyway, that's where your power lies. And so it's almost like you never give up on obtaining more information. Anything that's going to help you excel or progress in life, you refuse to give up on it. So that desire to learn is insatiable. It's almost like that's something that you desire to know more. Nothing is like it, nothing quite quenches your thirst of knowledge. Um, in the love department though, or in the friendship department, you expect for people to reciprocate your kindness, your understanding, your love, your things like that. You expect for that to be that loyalty. You expect for that to be reciprocated. And we do have a Libra moon, and that's that harvest moon. So at this time, you may be collecting a lot of things, thinking about a lot of things. That's that Libra moon. So you're looking at the balance connections in your life, or what needs to be balanced, what needs to move into a certain area where you don't have to worry about it so much. You're bringing things to the forefront so you can deal with something emotionally or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just like, you're learning how to take an ugly situation and balance it out so it can be beautiful. That's that transformation. And you, Scorpio, and people are drawn to this. Your mysterious nature. People are drawn to some sort of power that you have, and it's so much mystery that surrounds it. And so, the fact that you speak directly and with so much confidence after you learn something, but it's because you know what's under the surface. You know what's behind the scenes. You are viewed as magnetic. People are drawn to you in some way. And that moon speaks of like that maternal figure, like that maternal energy, what's hidden, mystery, things like that. It can also speak of moon magic, meaning black magic. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and put this over here. Put this over there. We're going to use these first. Oh, and I didn't say anything, but I do have this candle burning over here. I make these candles myself, and I do put flowers in them, and I do everything. These are unscented candles, but I also make scented candles. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into, oh, that fell out, purpose. I know what I'm here to do. So, Scorpio, third decan Scorpio, you are very sure of what you're here to do. And you're doing it in an unapologetic way. People are drawn to you. You're certain about where you want to be, where you want to go, how you want to do things. That confidence is alluring. You know what your purpose is in life, and you don't let too many people deter you from that. That can come off as aggressive or like you're sort of shady or whatever, but I don't see you deviating from what you perceive as your purpose in life, okay? All right, so we're going to put that up there, and I'm going to go ahead and start pulling zodiac card. I'm sorry, not zodiac, tarot cards. All right, these are the zodiac cards here. First card out is the Five of Swords, but I'm going to take it how it fell out. It fell out in reverse. So someone wants to come out of turmoil with you. This may be an air sign, or either you're getting through a traumatic situation in your life where it's sort of wrapping up. Something that was behind the scenes. Maybe you didn't want to talk to people about it. Maybe you didn't want many people to know about it. Maybe there was some sort of hidden agenda behind a situation that caused a lot of turmoil in your past. But I do see this is wrapping up. We do have Mercury that's wrapping up. That's in retrograde, and that's wrapping up on October the 7th. So that may be a situation from your past that you had to revisit. This may be friendships or family, the things that were unbalanced that you're dealing with. Okay, so let's pull 3 more cards. We do have the Two of Pentacles here. We have the Justice card here, again, that Libra Moon type energy. And then we have the Lovers card here again, too. So this could be friendship, relationship, or whatever. I do see a lot of twos coming out. 222 may be significant, or 22 may be significant, but I do see a lot of twos here. And so that speaks of like that twin flame energy or karmic relationships. This is what you're finishing up. This is what I see. Something is coming full circle with you. Like it happened in phases though, like with this moon, something happened in phases. You do have this Two of Pentacles here. And again, that speaks of balance. That speaks of like, and then you have the Justice card here. If this isn't that Libra Moon energy, I don't know what is. Something is balancing out right now. Now, this could be your finances too, or your time. Something is balancing out. You're paying a lot of attention to it. So maybe you're giving too much in a connection, especially with this harvest moon. You may be trying to figure out how you want to see the fruits of your labor. You kind of want to see things that you've invested and paid off at this time. And you're analyzing the relationships in your life, seeing who is fair to you and who's not. Like, who do you give to and it's not reciprocated? So I do see you taking some time to re-examine relationships in your life of what is fair and what is not. Now, the justice system may be involved in some way too, or maybe you just work for the justice system, or this could just be legal paperwork that you're re-examining, contracts, things like that you're re-examining at this time. And actually, because we do have Mercury in retrograde and the overall moon is that Libra moon, all zodiac signs are doing that at this time. That's the energy. Everybody is re-examining relationships in their life, even about whether it's their job relationship, family relationship, significant other. It doesn't even matter. You have everybody sort of kind of looking at what is fair, what's balanced, and trying to get things back in order, because too many things have been out of balance for too long, and everyone can feel it. We can feel it on a global level, and this is what I see you paying attention to right now. Now, you do have this Lovers card here. Gemini may be significant, but I also see you, if this isn't you loving yourself better, this is you building a better connection with people. You're actually deciphering and using that discernment to see what relationships are good, what are not, what's not. Very smart move, Scorpio. Very smart move. You're seeing below the surface. Some of you all are definitely psychic with this moon governing you, with this moon ruling you. When people come to you with a crock of BS, you're like, you know what? I know you lied to me, but I'm going to go ahead and let you finish, because this is entertaining. Not because I'm a fool, not because of anything, but because I know the truth. This is how you're rolling right now, Scorpio. This is what I see. And this is so appealing to so many people, because it's like, damn, it's like you let people kind of dig their own hole. And if they fall into that hole, that's on them. You're just kind of like, well, yeah, you know, because you could have came to the table being honest. Like you're good at seeing what's behind the surface of people's emotions, especially with this. A Cancer or a Pisces could definitely be significant. All right, so, but let's go ahead and get into why this Five of Swords is in reverse here. Let's see. Ace of Swords. Somebody wants to come back with the truth. This is and then you have the High Priestess. This could be a Pisces. This could be an air sign. But someone wants to come back with the truth because they cannot fool you. They're saying that you know. Like, yeah, you get to the bottom of stuff. You absolutely know what's going on. So the fact that someone has had time to kind of sit back and say, damn, why did I lie to this Scorpio? I gotta be honest with them because what? They know the truth. Can't pull the wool over your eyes, Scorpio. So you have even humbled someone to sort of like, they want to come to you and have a conversation about what they know, or you're going to them telling them what you know or something, but some air is clearing, something is balancing out, and it has a lot to do with what can be seen below the surface or what could not be seen, but what can be felt, especially with this Moon card and this High Priestess here. Why is this Two of Pentacles here? Why is the Two of Pentacles here? You know what your purpose is in this life, Scorpio. Even if other people sort of underestimate you, you know your purpose in life. That's what draws people to you. I said it draws people to you, and look, yeah. With the Eight of Wands here, someone may be coming to you asking you for some sort of advice and to figure out how you overcame something. Someone wants to know how they can strategize, how they can do things. They look at you as a mighty warrior, somebody who knows how to balance out their life, and you can see below the surface and go after things passionately, even if you don't have all the facts that are obvious, that are right in your face. So yeah, I see someone asking you for your opinion about a situation. Why is this Justice card here? Why is the Justice card here? The Hierophant. This speaks of like some sort of powerful leader or some key information holder. This also, with this Justice card and this Hierophant, this could speak of a judge, someone. So for some of you all, you're getting out of prison, especially with this Eight of Swords, or you're getting out of some sort of mental prison. This could be a physical prison, but it could also be a mental prison. So you're getting clarity about a situation. That Hierophant is that Taurus energy. A Taurus may be significant. You have the Justice card, that's that Libra energy. A Libra may be significant. You have this Eight of Swords here. That could be a Gemini. A Gemini may be significant. Why is this Lover's card here? Why is this Lover's card here? You have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Wands. There's a love you're going to have to fight for, Scorpio. You're going to have to put your pride aside. So roles can be reversed. So, because I see this High Priestess here. So either you're going to have to put your pride aside and go to someone who you are romantically linked to, or you may have known this person from another lifetime too, but you're going to have to hold your ground and stand up for this and fight for this. Or either this person is willing to hold their ground and fight for this. Someone wants to be the number one person in your life. And I see some sort of pivotal moment, a conversation taking place because of this. Someone expressing how they feel. So I do see a connection coming back together. And it's almost like, even if you all have to deal with outside entities kind of coming for your relationship, you know, the haters gonna hate, haters gonna hate. It's nothing that you can do about that. You're equipped to deal with this, though. You have the knowledge, or, you know, the power, you have that energy. You know what's below the surface. You know how to deal with obstacles that come your way, with people who want to invade into your relationship. You know how to put people in their place. Okay. So, third decan, Scorpio. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And so, anything that had you sort of paranoid or you were unsure about, your intuition was telling you that you were right about something, but maybe you just did not like have that actual like physical proof. I see something coming in balance. It's clearing up. Anything that's hidden behind the scenes. Some of you all are finally getting out of prison. Some of you all are just kind of like, you know what? Anything that you did not want that is, like I said, it's not working, it's not being some sort of beacon of light in your life, you're moving on from this. You're creating some sort of opportunity and you're trusting yourself. You're looking at your possibilities in life with this moon card. You're trusting yourself. You know where you could be in life, and this is what you're actually moving into. These branches, all of these branches represent another part of you that's growing from your root, the core of you. It's a reflection of who you are and how deep your roots run. So all of this, all of these beautiful branches are a part of you, and you kind of being a support system for others, you know? All right, so that is your message. So we're going to get into, let's go ahead and do just one overall message for all of my Scorpios. Let's just do one overall message for all of my Scorpios. Again, the moon card. Yeah, something happening. It's happening over time. It's happening in phases. Take note of intuitive messages. Yeah, you're trusting yourself. Remember I said even when you don't know something, I see you sort of just going after it. It's almost like you're moving in on faith. You're still in that alone, that confidence alone, even though you don't know where something is going to lead. It's like that bravery is mysterious to people, but you're comfortable. You're totally comfortable in it. So, yes. And that's the energy around all the Scorpios. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button to show my channel some love, Scorpios. I'm sending that love right back to you. That is the end of your reading, and I will talk with you later.